Now is the time to go out and collect your leaves. Hello, I'm Catherine and I'm doing a video a slightly different way this time. I normally take ages over it, lots of editing, putting nice titles on and everything, but today I thought I'd just sort of show you what's going on in my studio, because I've got one particular project that's kind of time limited, so I thought I'd tell you about it today, and I'll try and get this video up quite soon. And yes, so I hope you don't mind it being a bit rough and ready, but it's kind of what it's like in my studio a lot of the time. So I've been designing a workshop which is using leaves to make monoprints and to make a sort of record of all the native leaves from the trees I can find in my local environment. And while I've been doing this, I've had to do lots of picking up of leaves, trying to recognise them. I've got my trusty book somewhere, because I'm quite good at plants, but I'm not that good at trees. I've got a lot better over the last couple of weeks. And I've been preserving them in glycerin, and I wanted to get this video out quite soon, because if you want to do the same now, if you're in the UK, now is the perfect time to do it, because a lot of leaves have come down off the trees and they're just sitting there, but soon they'll start breaking down and worms and things will take them underground. And although sometimes I actually think the ones that are sort of broken up a bit can look very beautiful as well. Anyway, I digress. I wanted to tell you about preserving them, and it's really simple. I did do a video a couple of years ago, but I just thought I'd do an update now. All you need is vegetable glycerin, which I think is used in the catering trade, and you can buy it in these big bottles if you're going to be using a lot of it. And you just need to mix 2 parts of water to 1 part of glycerin. And glycerin is a humectant, which is why it's often in skincare, because it draws moisture to it. And when you put a leaf into it, it draws it up. You just have to leave it soaking in the mixture for about 3 to 5 days. I think I did these ones for 5 days, and it sort of draws it up into the leaves and the structure and the cells, and you get this lovely pliable soft leaf that works really well for printing and will last ages. I've got some from 2 or 3 years ago that I'm still using for printing. It makes them really robust. Not all leaves are going to work perfectly, and you can see how these ones, I mean, it's worked. These are dogwood and they've gone quite translucent, which I actually think is rather beautiful, but it might mean that they don't last as well as this, which is a Norway maple. I thought it was a sycamore, but my book showed me that it was a Norway maple. I don't know if that counts as a native, but there are a lot of them in British fields and hedges. But this is quite a fleshy leaf, and this will last really well, as will oak leaves. So I just thought I'd update you, and do ask any questions. I'll show you how because I'm having to do a lot of prep for this workshop because of the conditions it's going to be done in. I actually have to freeze them. So I've been doing lots of testing, and I found that by using the glycerin first and then freezing them, they got through the chilling process fine. So I'm really pleased about that. But I'm just categorising them into the various different varieties I've got, and I've got some more on the go as well. I'll show you some footage I picked. One thing I didn't have very much of was willow, and I really wanted to get some that was still actually on little twigs, because they make such a lovely shape when you print them. So I picked some more when I was on my dog walk. That's when I get most of my leaves. I go out with my dog. It's not always easy, especially if I've got her on the lead somewhere, because she'll pull me all over the place for sniffs. Now that's my soup maker going in the background. You might be able to hear that. I told you it was rough and ready. I even had my automatic sewing machine going, because I'm doing some experimenting with the design. Maybe I'll just show you that in a minute. But yes, if you want to do this with leaves, and then you can do beautiful monoprinting. This is just rolling ink onto the leaves. I can do an in-depth video about that if you'd like, or use them for jelly print process, and I've got lots of videos where I've done that. Now is the time to go out and collect your leaves. So let me take you over to my So I've done lots of trialling because it's for a design all to do with Eleanor Glanville and the fritillaries that I've talked about before. And I want to, you can only do certain size because it's dependent on your frame. So I'm having to do lots of experimenting to fit more than one design together. Let me move this round and you can see a bit better. So you can see this is the overall size that is the maximum size the hoop will get, and then I've tried to design it so I can put the same one again both next to it and below it, but it will look like one seamless pattern. So that's the theory, but it's taking a little bit of puzzling out. But yeah, so that's going on as well. So that's a little glimpse into what's going on in the studio. Sewing machine going, leaf gathering, drying, preserving, soup making in the background. Yeah, so let me know if you like this kind of rough and ready video or you prefer the more polished kind. I won't be offended. Thanks for watching.